Hi guys, my name is Firefly and welcome back to a brand new episode of Timberborn. Now I hope you guys enjoyed your Easter holidays. If you don't celebrate Easter, I hope you enjoyed the weekend. I hope you're all having an amazing time. So, what did we do in the last episode? We were building this robot city. We got this lovely tower that helps the robots to be more efficient, and we got this up and running. And as you can see, we've already dug a hole, and that's because we have some soil, and that's because we need to start leveling out this area. So that's the main plan of this episode. I got some great comments during the last week, and one of them was about graph paper and drawing a circle, and I think that was a really good idea. So I started looking at different graph paper circle drawings on the internet, and I do believe we're going to make this a bit more curved, but it's going to take some time. So we're going to do it nice and slowly, and we're going to eventually get to that point. But like I said, in this episode, let's start focusing on putting some soil down here. The reason being is because we want to start turning this into farmland so we can get rid of this and pull it down here. Now, I did look at calculations to see how much food would be needed for 2,000 beavers, and it's a lot. So we're going to work that out. Once we get this little bit of grass on, we're going to work out what we actually need to do because we're going to need a lot of farmland. We're going to need a lot of workers, and it's going to be pretty crazy, but we're going to get it done. All right, so first thing first, we have to get some of these blocks down. We need to make this place robot friendly. Now, if we go over here, you can see we've got some warnings. This actually can't keep up with the amount of power that we're using, with the amount of beavers that we have. So we would actually need 2 here. But what do they need to be made? Well, we are using so much power at the moment. It's not that hard to make these, to be fair. But we've got 3 engines running pretty much full time, and we're still not got enough power in this whole place. We literally need 4 engines to run this whole factory, which we may have to do at some point. We'll put another 3 here, but then we'll need more trees. We're going to need a lot of everything, but we'll deal with that later. So we need to make this place spot friendly. We need to get some terrain blocks down. We're going to have the level up to this high. So it's going to be something like this, right? There we go. And it's going to be like that all the way along here. We're going to maybe cut it off here for now, and we're going to get this bit all done. In fact, let's just bung this in here. Okay, so it's going to be I missed one here. Look at that. It's going to be something like this for now. We're obviously going to get rid of this middle bit here once we get some beavers up and running in this area. Now, we have a distribution post, so we can get the scrap metal into here. We have housing, we have builders, but the main thing we need over here is robots, and that's because this terraforming station can only be used by robots. So we're going to do something like this. Let me just delete this pathing, and the reason why I'm putting it close to this area is because that should allow these beavers down here to these beavers in this district to get down here and work on it. Also, I got another comment of naming my districts. I really need to name my district. You're totally right. I need to start naming them because they're confusing me. They are really confusing me, and I think I will name them in a sec. But first, let's get this up and running. So we can bung that there. It doesn't actually need power, so that's amazing. We can get storage going down here. Now we got to remember, this is going to be farmland, so we need to find a way to irrigate this area, which we can mostly do with this lake here, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Let's get some storage down. We'll put that as that. We need some builders in here. And then we're going to need a charging station And we're going to need power. And maybe a battery. Now, the reason why I say that is because I don't really want to use another engine. It just costs so much. We would have to get logs going down there, all that jazz. So maybe, just maybe, we can put like a battery over here somewhere. And then we can actually put a wheel which will generate some power and generate hopefully enough power for some charging stations. So let's get one of these bad boys. Now, we don't need a big wheel. I think a small wheel would do just fine if we do something like that. And then we can have a charging station right here. Now, I believe one charging station should be enough because we're only going to have about 4 robots here. We'll need a platform. We'll also need some power lines or shafts. And then we'll also need to connect it to the battery. Okay, with that done, we should be a-okay in letting them get on with it. Let me just make sure we've got everything. Now, they do need to be able to access this area here, which I don't think they can, or this one here. So what we can do something like that, right? And then something like this. Put a path there, and that should be a-okay. In fact, I will just put that there so they can definitely build everything. Okay, so guys, I will see you in a sec. And there you have it. We have the wheels working. We have our charging station. The wheels are making about double the demand, so that's not too bad. And we have a small battery. We also have this up and running and some robots ready to start work on this crazy project. Now, I did manage to get rid of all the scrap metal here, cover it up. We are ready to go, basically. So let's just get everyone in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn that off. We are going to turn off, where's the other two? They're on this bit. We don't need you there anymore. We also don't need treated planks coming here anymore. So while they do that, which is going to take a fair amount of time, let's just take a look over here and make sure we've got everything in order, because we're going to need to keep a steady supply of dirt and robots going along. But I don't have a beaver for here. Now, I think one beaver should be enough in here, but I'm not too sure. There could be a scenario, where we actually need some more beavers down here. Now, I have turned off the number cruncher and this bad boy because it just takes so much power. I mean, like, this takes 500, I believe. So we're actually going to up the minimum beavers here, which is District 7. Let's up it to... Ooh. Do I need to? I literally need, I think I need 1 beaver, and that's for this. I have slowed down. Oh, we need a few. We need a few. All right, let's do 2 more, which also means we may need another one of these bad boys because I haven't got many free beavers here as well. So let's get another one of them down. I can stop this, but we still have a lot of things going on here. So, and we have this, look at it. Yeah, we definitely need this going down. So we're going to get that done. I need to get someone back in here. And then we're going to focus on getting this done. So I am actually going to leave them to that. What are they doing? Where are they going? Ah, okay. You know what? I'm going to let them do it their way. So I'll see you guys in a sec. And there you have it. we have it all filled out. Look how lovely that looks. Now, well, they're doing the last little bit, but that's fine. We also got extra engines over here because we started running out of power, and we've got a hell of a lot of robots. We've got nearly 40 bots. We have 10 of them just doing nothing, and pretty much everything is filled up. But now that we've got the foundation, I'm going to bring up the calculation of how much food we'll need for 2,000 beavers. So as you can see, if we're using bread, which is the wheat, we're going to need 3,596 tiles of farm tiles. That's a lot of tiles. That is a lot of tiles. So I don't know if this calculation is right. I think it is right. It's an Excel sheet that's on the wiki. So if you ever want to go and check it out, go check out their wiki. They have all the tools there. So if we need 3,000 plus or 3,500 plus farm tiles, and we do let's say a 14 by 14. So let's see how big that looks. That is 8, 12, I think that's 14 there. And we go down 14. So we would need 18 of these. 18. That's a lot of farm. And we can actually get a whole farmer do all of that. So also, how many farmhouses does it say we need? I believe it says, if I can see it here, farmers, we need 44 farmers. So I guess we just divide that by 2 because you have 2 farmers per farmhouse. And we'll need 28 bakeries and 52 grits mills. So I'm planning to make this whole district just make bread or wheat, and then they're going to ship that wheat to another district where they're going to make the bread and all that jazz, because this is a lot. Now we are going to change this a bit. I'm going to cut this a bit more, I believe, and I'm going to make the diagonal continue on, so we can go out a bit further and it will look a bit more round at the end of it. So we do have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of planning to do. We need 18 of these in a decent area around here. It's going to be absolutely crazy, but let's start getting to it. Obviously, we're not going to completely finish it by the end of this episode, but we are going to start it. Now, while we plan, excuse me, I got a really bad throat for some reason. So while we plan this out, let's get expanding some more, because we are going to need as much real estate as we can possibly get. Now I do need to delete these trees here. How's the best way to do it? Mostly if I do something like this, it shouldn't be too bad. And we'll come down here eventually. And here, to be fair. There's still a lot of terraforming to do, but we have a lot of dirt. Everything's going absolutely wonderfully. This actually works throughout the whole of the drought, which is absolutely amazing. It just about clears a drought. So that's pretty good. All right, I could have actually put that on a platform. I could have put this on this platform to give it a bit more horsepower or storage capacity. Okay, so let's get on with this. So we're going to have the entrance here, right? And we want to sort of start our town with this road going like the way it is already. Now we are going to move the district center. So we're going to have a continuous road going along here like this. Let's delete this bit here. And all we need in this place is a distribution center, a district center, some housing if we're going to have beavers work here, and some charging stations just in case we have some bots. Now we could also have a little battery system here to help with this and make this a little bit deeper so we can have a better power wheel. So we can upgrade the power quite easily. We're gonna need to, I'm gonna need to move this. We're gonna need to irrigate this area. So we're gonna do the age-old technique of just making a sort of canal and making it too deep so that even when the water goes here, there's still going to be water here. And that's going to sort of flow throughout the whole of this district. Now, it's most likely best to do it on the pathing because we know we're not going to need that for farming. So that is something we're going to have to think about. But first, I want to get down as many of these patches as possibly can. So let's just start tidying this place up a little bit because there's a lot of things we don't need. Now, I have this here and I want to make the same thing over here eventually. So I've got to remember that pathing is actually going to have to be there. We're going to come down like that to keep it straight and tidy. And we're going to delete that bit. Then we're going to make the path in here so we remember, because knowing me, I'll forget. So that's going to be a little path there. Then let's get rid of this. We're going to have some pathing in the middle here, but it's only going to be 2 in the middle. We don't need any more pathing for that. So this whole thing can get deleted. We can delete this because we don't know what we're going to put in here just yet. And we can do something like that. So it's already slowly coming together. And then we do that. And we look at what now we have to work with. So we're going to, I would love to start from somewhere in here, but there's too many buildings in the way. So most probably the best place to start from is most probably here, because this kind of lines up with the wall, right? I don't know if this is actually 14, but we are gonna try it. We are gonna try it. Okay, so that is only 12, so that's a no-go. That is a no-go. Let's get that. Now we can do 7x7s. It just increases the patches. We will have like 100 and something patches if I had my calculations right. So I think 14x14 is the best bet at the moment. So let's get one down here, and then we will slowly, once we start getting some terraforming down, we can mostly make some over here, and we can definitely make some over here. I'm hoping to get a good 2 patches side by side somewhere around here. Okay, so let's get this bit done here. Okay, so this is technically what 3 patches are going to look like. We're going to have a 4th one here. So we need 18, so we need another 14 in here. So we are definitely going to have to go around here, and it might take a few districts to get this done. But, oh, I was thinking, can we fit one in here? Would that look too messy though? Would that look a little bit too messy? 1 second. So we could actually put one like this, right? I think that's just, let's see. Okay, so that would be 14x14, but the corner's getting cut off, so it just wouldn't be enough, and it would look, I feel like it would look a bit too messy. So we're not going to do that. I think that's fine. So we're going to try and get, I would say, 3 districts of 6 to 7, maybe even more. So this is already going to have 4. Then we're going to come down here, maybe put another 2 and another 2 here. So that's actually going to be 8. So that's quite a fair amount of them. And then we'll just need another 10, which we can start going around there. And then on the outer rings, we can have production, or anywhere around here, we can have production. So I think that's a great idea. The only thing is, actually no. So in this area here, we can start making buildings that are necessary. And in this area right here. So we do have space to work with. It's just moving all of this stuff at the moment. So let's actually start doing that. So we're gonna need storage. We need to get rid of some of this stuff. What is this? Planks and logs. We're definitely gonna need logs here. No, in fact, we mostly won't need logs, because the only reason why we may need logs is for power. And I don't think we're gonna use the engine here, because they're not actually gonna make the bread here. And when they make bread, they don't need logs there. It's actually when they're baking the bread. So in the baking district, they're gonna need logs. So we won't need that. So we're just gonna move that and use it as we see fit for now. But that's a temporary storage. And planks as well. And dirt. So we can move all of that over there for now. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. And that way we can focus on fixing up this area. We just need, we do have a robot there, so that's great. They'll get that done and we can move on. In fact, we're gonna actually get rid of this. Or are we? Because the main thing we need right now is just terraforming. And we need a lot of dirt, and we need a lot of bots to put down the terraforming. I am worried about this though, because this water system comes from here. Now, if I block this up with terraforming, it's going to come out here and go in here. And eventually come back around here. So it's gonna be a bit weird. But we may have to direct it around ourselves, make a nice little canyon. You know, we can always do stuff to it. So I'm not too fussed about it right now, but it's something that we're gonna have to keep in mind. All right, so how are they getting on with that? Let's speed things up and let's get all that done. And there you go. It already looks so much more better. So I'm not gonna do this yet because there's a lot of things in here. You know what? We can stop that. But we need to keep some of this stuff here, unfortunately. We could actually get some warehouses again, just until we get things up and running. Look at that. It fits exactly perfectly. Now, I don't know if they'll be able to make that. Can they reach it up here? They can't. Because that has gears and we don't have gears here, unfortunately. But this can have bread in it. Oh, we need one for explosives as well. How many things did I bring down here? Oh, man. All right, let's do this. Let's make that explosives. Where are you? There. They haven't done anything there yet, so we're going to delete that actually. And we're going to actually pull it here. Because that way, they should be able to reach it. I can put this on. And they can help build that. Amazing. Alright, cool. And they're just filling up everything. Great. Sounds good. Looking absolutely amazing. So, guys, unfortunately, this episode took absolutely ages. So, we managed to increase our production here. We've got so many robots, I don't know what to do with them. You know what? You know what I can do with them? I can breastfully bring a few more here. What are we looking at here? Okay, that's fine. Because we need some workers, right? So let's bring another 3 over. And that way we can have some support, and we most probably can start setting up some farms and thinking about irrigation. But yeah, that is all I have time for today. In the next episode, we're gonna most likely try and complete this whole district. So that's a lot. We're gonna be doing a lot next episode. We're gonna get all of this filled out, and we're gonna try and get at least 8 patches of wheat here with farms going, so that we can actually stop this area and delete all of this and start putting more houses here. So we've got a lot to get through in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.